good afternoon. Am I good? 1 second. We need to make sure everything's working. 1 second. Good afternoon. We working? Perfect. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Ginger Kelly. I am the Director of Philanthropy for the Northwest Region. Thank you. Like many of us, I'm very excited to be here today to celebrate with all of you. So much love and dedication and hard work of many people have shaped our service dogs into the incredible animals they are today. Thank you to all our wonderful volunteers, including our national and regional board members, puppy raisers, breeder caretakers, dog walkers, dog bathers, our board members, and all of those who make and serve our team training lunches. And of course, thank you to our generous donors. As you know, our dogs are provided at no cost to our clients. None of this would have been possible without the dedication and expertise of our exceptional trainers. Your hard work, patience, and love have been the cornerstone and continue to be the cornerstone of this program. Your commitment to making a difference in the lives of these dogs and their people is truly amazing. Thank you. Woo! I would also like to give a big thanks to Ken for leading this team. Thank you, Ken. As well as all of the other amazing staff that had a role in meeting our mission, which is our philanthropy team, administration, facility, our kennel staff, CDC, our vet clinic staff, and also to Shannon, our amazing caretaker. Thank you. So today we are here to celebrate our hearing dog teams. Our hearing dogs are extremely intelligent and hardworking. They can alert their partner to key sounds, such as a morning alarm, a smoke detector, an incoming email, a knock on the door to keep them safe and aware. These dogs will provide their partners with additional confidence and a feeling of greater security. These dogs are truly amazing, and we can't wait to see how these new teams thrive together. To those of you graduating today, welcome to the Canine Companions family. We are ready to help support you along your journey. Congratulations. And now, please enjoy a video of our team training experience for the past 2 weeks. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Storytime. I'm Ken Reed, and I'm going to tell you 4 stories about 4 extraordinary people and 4 heroic dogs. As in many great stories, each one of these starts with the protagonist facing challenges that sends them on a journey of growth and discovery. Along the way, there are plenty of dramas, suspense, comedy, and for some reason, descriptions of dark and stormy nights. Twists? You want twists? We have a graduate who was a puppy raiser. We have a puppy raiser who was a graduate. We have a puppy raiser who raised 2 graduating dogs. And we have a graduate who is a graduate by marriage. So try to keep up with all of this. I'll see if I can. Okay, who am I kidding? When I read a story, I may be like you. I'm one of those people who likes to skip to the end to find out what the heck is going to happen. So let's skip all the fluff and let's get to the finale. Let me first introduce you to Barb. Barb is a wine country local. We've contacted Barb several times with invitations to some of our previous team trainings, but it seemed that life kept getting in the way, and she wasn't able to attend until just now. As so often happens in our world of canine companions, I now know why it took this long for Barb to get into a team training class. We didn't know it at the time, but we were waiting for Finnegan to be ready. With Barb's limited mobility, we needed a dog with a combination of attributes uncommon in most hearing dogs. He is energetic and responsive when he needs to alert Barb to sounds, but he is also calm and patient when it takes some extra time for Barb to move from place to place. Barb, would you join me up front? Finnegan was raised by Lena Lund from Sandpoint, Idaho. She was not able to be here today, so presenting Finnegan in her place is her breeder, the breeder caretaker of Finnegan's mother, right? Correct? Yes. Still trying to keep up. And I'm sorry, I failed to write down your name. Lindsay, that's right. I'm so sorry. Lindsay, would you present Finnegan? Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Barb and Finnegan. Let me introduce you to Maureen. Her wit and bright personality helped keep things comfortable when tensions rose during class. The man sitting next to her is her husband, Bruce. Maureen and Bruce were here back in 2017 when Bruce was paired with his hearing dog, Titus. Now, here's a coincidence for you. Through nobody's fault, Titus had been returned to Canine Companions by his original graduate, and we were able to match Bruce and Titus, and they have been a team ever since. Guess what? The dog that is paired with Maureen is here under similar circumstances. Papaya had graduated previously, and through nobody's fault has been returned to us. So here we are living a deja vu. Maureen, would you join me up front? Papaya the second is being presented to Maureen by her puppy raiser, Anastasia Protopopis of Auburn, California. Thank you. Congratulations, Maureen and Papaya. Okay, so still keeping up with things. It's still going to get complicated. Let's meet Holly. There are some here who might recognize Holly because she was a puppy raiser. And like many of us in the Canine Companions community, one thing tends to lead to another. For me, I started as a puppy raiser, and that led to a career. For Holly, she is now a graduate, as a young person who knows where this will lead her to next. Holly, would you join me up front? Holly is graduating with VN. Like many celebrities, she goes by just one name. No Roman numerals for her. She is singularly VN. Presenting VN is her puppy raiser, again, Anastasia Protopappas from Auburn, California. Also interesting, Vienne was originally being puppy raised by an inmate in the Folsom Women's Prison, Christine DeBerg. That program was shut down, and also Christine was released from prison. She was supposed to be here today, but was not able to attend, so we also want to congratulate her for her part of this. Congratulations, Holly and Vienne. And Betty. You can sit right there. Let me tell you a little bit about Betty. Her story is long, 91 years long. She is a mother, a grandmother, a caregiver, a swimmer, and a cancer survivor. And those are only the highlights that I know about. Who but a person of extraordinary strength and character also adds the title of service dog graduate to that list. Betty has been supported throughout this class by her daughter, Linda, and I feel so honored to have spent the last 2 weeks with both of them. Betty, would you join me up front? Betty is graduating with her new hearing dog, Karen II. While Betty is small, Karen is large. Despite that, they make a great team and a great partnership together. Karen is being presented by her puppy raiser, Monica Calandras. Monica's deceased partner, Loretta, was also a hearing dog graduate. Monica? Monica? Congratulations, Betty and Karen. Each graduating class gets to choose one of their classmates to represent them. They have chosen Holly to speak on their behalf. Holly?
everybody? All right. If reincarnation is a thing, I'd like to come back at the canine companion dog. They get to know all about love, fun, and good work, all with plenty of kibbles along the way. Which sounds like a wonderful life. Let's go back in time for a moment and consider the journey that the 4 graduating dogs have taken. They're born in the loving home of a breeder caretaker who's got their hands full with a litter, where they'll begin to learn how to dog for the first time. Where they'll begin to learn how to dog for the first 8 weeks of life. They're then flown across the nation to volunteer puppy raiser, where they'll be until they're about a year and a half old. Puppy raiser provided a safe home to the bundle of fur and needle sharp teeth. Plenty of socialization opportunities brought them to puppy obedience classes, and most importantly, gave loads of love. They then went to Puppy University at Canine Companions, where they were professionally trained for 5 to 9 months before they'll be matched with a person who had been waiting a long time to meet them. However small or big a role that you might have played in the dog journey, that you might have played in the dog journey to servitude as donors, volunteers of all kinds, caretakers, and puppy raisers, I hope that you know that we are deeply grateful for your generosity and support. You are what makes Canine Companion missions possible, to provide well-trained dogs to people with disability free of charge, and to lead the service dog industry. The first hearing dog placed by Canine Companions was in 1975, nearly 50 years ago. While a lot of things have changed, including assistive technology, what remains true is the fact that the world is not designed for deaf and hard of hearing people or otherwise disabled. Sorry, I'm just losing my track. While the 4 of us are diverse in our walk of life and life stages, living in a world that is not designed for us is the common thread between us. We struggle in conversation as we may not be able to catch every word, and in a way that we are forced to continually play this game of fill in the blank or guess the context. Our level of confidence and security may not be the greatest, as we may be concerned that we are missing something important. What that is, we cannot actually always tell. The hearing dog that we have been matched with, will be there to orient us to important and relevant sound, and I believe that we will find a greater sense of security and a higher degree of independence in them. With Papaya and Marine side by side, one only needs a few moments to see that they're both full of life and personality. From day one, Papaya's high energy and enthusiasm is met with equal enthusiasm from Marine. Sometimes that led to Papaya getting a little overexcited, and Marine learned quickly how to adjust her energy toward her so they can be successful in training session. Karen is known to stare at Betty adoringly and frequently ask for attention from her. Betty can often be heard talking sweetly to Karen about how smart she is and how well she is doing. It's a pleasure watching them work out their kinks and begin to find their balance as new buddy teams. Finnegan, concerned and patient with Barb, is a sweet thing to behold. This is what made the mask evident only a few days or so after finding out the mask. Finnegan can be seen walking right next to Barb at Barb's pace, and was able to work alongside with her walking equipment with no problem. It's been very cool seeing Barb go from being overwhelmed in the first few days of lecture to really progressing in her handling capabilities, and I'm excited for their journey together going forward. As for myself, I decided to become a volunteer puppy raiser shortly before getting onto the wait list for a hearing dog. This was easily the best decision I've ever made. As a first-time raiser, I had learned a ton about myself as a handler, and I truly was never without support from the local volunteer chapter and from Canine Companion. The most common comment I get from people when I tell them that I was a puppy raiser was, I don't know how you can do it. It must be so hard to put in all of that work and love only to give them away at the end. For me, it was more of a question of how can I not? And it was a way for me to get myself ready as a handler for team training. There's a saying in the volunteer community that might shed a light onto why we raise. They come for the dogs and they stay for the people, because the community that they find are incredible. The Liesel, the puppy that I raised, ended up being released from the program. She got a new family up in Washington, and they're planning on starting their dog training with Canine Companions when she turned 2. Funnily enough, both Liesel and Fien over here are both Black Lab Golden Crosses. The similarity doesn't end there. Within Fien, I found a kindred spirit to Liesel. They're equally playful, and they offer plenty of engaging eye contact. They've made it feel rather intuitive for me to work with Fien and to feel like that we got on like a house like fire. I'll share a few things that I am particularly looking forward to with Fien in my life now that team training has come and gone. Growing up, I've always struggled with waking up on my own in the morning. I have tried all sorts of alarms. I've tried the vibrating watch that you can put on your wrist, your ankles. I've tried the vibrating disc, vibrating phone under the pillow, and even one that shocks you. With enough time, I always become desensitized to them, and I just sleep through them. It just doesn't work. With Fien, I'll work on getting her to be persistent enough with her words and nudging me awake so that I may no longer have to rely on the goodwill of people that I live with, and get a little bit more of that sweet independence for myself. I also don't always drive with my CIs on in the morning, and there is this same beepy alarm that my car makes when I open the door and the headlights is still on, and I don't always catch it. And I cannot begin to tell you how many times I've left the headlight on and accidentally drained the car battery. When we get home, this will be one of the first sounds that will introduce her and train her to alert me too, with the nudge on my shoulder. I must end this speech with a shout out of appreciation for the lunch volunteers and Shannon, the campus caretaker. You made it possible for us to step away from our lives for 2 weeks comfortably and to allow us to focus on the training and the bonding process without any lashes. A big thank you to Ken for making us become at ease within the first few days of lecture. And you made it easy for us to learn as new handlers as we progress through the weeks. And finally, a shower of gratitude for myself, Maureen, and Bruce, to the interpreters who have rotated through the weeks. There was a ton of information for us to process, and working with and conversing with you has been a great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Holly. Congratulations to our teams. Amazing, wonderful. I'm so excited for all of you. If you've been joining us from home or work, live stream, thank you for tuning in. For those of you that are here, please stay around and enjoy some lemonade and cookies. Thank you so much for joining us.